Deanna.
I'm Randy.
And I'm Sam.
And you're watching Word of Mouth.
Tonight I saw Everyday Rapture.
Sherry Renee Scott is a Broadway actress, and I did not know who she was until tonight. I guess I had seen her in commercials for shows, so I felt like she looked a little bit familiar, but I'd never seen her work.
Sherry Renee Scott is a self-described second-tier Broadway star, which isn't really true because she's been in some big shows. She's not like a Kristen Chenoweth or an Idina Menzel, and she acknowledges that during the show. You know, real Broadway insiders know who she is.
It was kind of a one-woman show, and it was kind of a autobiographical story.
Sherry Renee Scott's story is basically she grows up in Topeka, Kansas as a half Mennonite, which is some kind of Amish-esque religion, and it's very restrictive. But she's always had a secret desire to be a performer and sing and be in front of people.
She talked a little bit about, her life as an actress and sang about it, and then talked about, her life, with her husband and her child.
I think she's always trying to figure out, is she really this sweet little Mennonite girl, or is she really this egotist who, loves and laps up the audience's applause? And she's definitely torn between those two worlds.
Sherry Renee Scott as a performer is mind-blowing. She's an incredible storyteller. She has great comedic timing, which can be kind of hard when you're just talking yourself. And she does a great job at weaving from really funny, where everyone's laughing, to so serious and emotional that you could hear like a pin drop.
I am beyond impressed by her. I thought she was fantastic. I thought she had a great voice. I thought she was a fantastic actress. She was hilarious. She is charming, and she's sweet, and her voice is absolutely lovely. And you're rooting for her, and some of the jokes hit their target, and some of them fall flat. She completely held the stage. You really didn't get bored watching her. She really held my interest. Even when there were times when I really wasn't that interested, I couldn't stop watching her. She chooses songs to sing that in some way reflect upon the time and place in her life that she's telling in her story at that point.
I didn't know all of the music, but I recognized some of it. Like, she sang a few Judy Garland songs, she sang the theme song of Mr. Rogers, she sang The Wait. So there were some songs that most people probably know, but there were a lot of really exciting songs. I was like, oh, what's that from? Because I really, really liked a lot of the music.
I kind of, got into her story, and then when she broke into song, sometimes I really didn't feel like the song reflected what she was talking about.
Lindsay Mendez and Betsy Wolfe were the Mennonettes, Sherry's backup singers, and all of my favorite songs had them in it. The three-part harmonies and all the chords they built were really powerful, and the music was great, and they all had incredible voices, and it really contributed a lot to the music.
Their voices together sound like a 20-woman chorus. They're very powerful.
It was fantastic. They were great. I loved the way they performed as well.
Eamon Foley has a pretty small part, but it's really funny and really interesting. He plays this kind of jerk of a kid who makes YouTube videos of himself lip-syncing to Sherry's songs.
She kind of reaches out to him to give him the support that she feels maybe she never got, and his reaction to that is absolutely hysterical. I just thought he was so funny. He just kind of took the stage and just stole the show in that scene.
Everyday Rapture was really good. I really enjoyed it, and it kind of took me by surprise because I didn't know what to expect at all.
It was a fun show. It's kind of like a cabaret show. It doesn't really feel like a Broadway show. Kind of feels like a cabaret show that got moved to Broadway, and they did some things to try to make it bigger, but I'm not sure it really succeeds all the way.
It's really smartly done. It takes what could have been Sherry Renee Scott singing some songs and telling some stories, and she makes it relatable and really sentimental. And I think it's something that most people would appreciate.
I walked out not really feeling anything after it, unfortunately, and I kind of wanted to. I did read about this, and I thought, oh, I'm really going to feel something about this. And I liked that it was funny, but I just felt like I needed more.
It kind of looks like it's in a club or a bar, which is where I would envision this show being a much bigger hit because it would feel more intimate. But being on a Broadway stage, it doesn't seem to have that huge momentum that you would expect from a Broadway show.
I would definitely recommend it to my friends. Some of them might not love it as much as I did, but I think there's a lot for everybody in it.
I don't know if it's anything that I would recommend to my friends, but I certainly have become a huge fan of Sherry Renee Scott.